All right, guys. So welcome to this very exciting internal community AMA. I've been very much looking forward to another session with all the set of new updates that we have going for XP Network. And I'd like to start, first of all, before we take up the questions from the community, both live questions and those questions that also were submitted during the preparation time for this internal AMA. Thank you for everyone who participated and provided all of their questions and all of their interest regarding XP.NET. We thank our loyal community that is both those that are with us from the very beginning of XP Network and those who are joining most recently. Thanks to all of our new partnerships, new communities that are exposed to the multi-chain NFT bridge and to everything that XP Network is doing in the market. So welcome everyone. We are very much going to cover both current status of XP Network and everything that we are planning on the future and next steps for the company and for the project and for the multi-chain NFT bridge as a whole. So I'll start with providing a quick update regarding where we're at. So right now, XP Network is the most comprehensive multi-chain NFT bridge in the space. We are very much proud of that. All of those partnerships with 30 plus blockchains that are coming into the multi-chain sphere thanks to XP Network, making it much easier for all users across all platforms to actually be onboarding themselves into the NFT market and to actually be experiencing different utilities from different projects, all without the hassle of actually owning multiple tokens or multiple chains or multiple wallets from any kind of sorts. And mainly right now, XP Network is giving and focusing on giving the opportunity for different NFT startups, for different NFT utilities, for games, metaverses, applications, music NFTs, you name it, different kinds of usages that we see right now trending in the market. XP Network is making it easier and actually not just easier, XP Network is actually making it possible for those projects to actually come on board to the multi-chain by easily connecting to XP Network and actually connecting by that to all the different communities and exposing themselves to all of the different possibilities of the multi-chain. So XP Network is mainly focusing on a couple of things right now. The first thing is, as mentioned, to onboard and to support our new clients and new partners. And when we say clients, we mean NFT projects that are actually in the process of minting NFTs or actually want to move NFTs, existing collections or part collections to different blockchains and to different communities. So this is our main focus as for the project and as for the company as a whole. And for the second focus of XP Network is the decentralization of the multi-chain NFT bridge. So for those who are fairly new to the company and to the project, XP Network has been building and sending itself since 2021 to be the most secure and actually be secure bridge and a place for different projects to actually be moving their NFTs and be feeling safe to do so. This is something that we felt back in 2021 when XP Network started that is very lacking in the market. And this is something that is very much missing from the whole space to actually make it a transaction in the bridge. And you know that transaction, or at least in a high probable stakes, that you know that you are not going to be hacked or to lose that liquidity or that process of, for example, in XP Network case, we're talking about NFTs. So this is the kind of security and this kind of trust is the backbone of building XP Network. And we are very much prouding ourselves on top of our coverage and reach of different blockchains. We are prouding ourselves with the trust that we've been building in the market. And in all the expos and conferences and the meetups that we do, and we are prouding ourselves with the fact that XP Network has been stable and providing safe environment for people to actually interact with their NFTs and to move their NFTs to different platforms without any worry at all to actually get hacked or to be losing their NFTs. And how did we do that? So XP Network built from the very beginning, our brilliant engineers led by our co-founder lead engineer, Ruby, is actually developed in a way that we are semi-decentralized. So that means that the project and the multi-chain bridge focus on creating both the decentralized parts for the integration. So these are all the smart contracts that we are validating and providing audits. Everything is available on the XP Network website. And to actually connect the blockchains from one side, blockchain A, and from the other side, blockchain B. In the middle, we have the bridge. And the bridge and all the validators of the bridge are being controlled by XP Network team and by XP Network security measures. And for that, we wanted to actually create the creation of the NFTs to be fully decentralized, the bridging act to be centralized to keep it secure and trusted, and the exit of the new actually minted NFT to the new blockchain is actually decentralized again. So this is the kind of work that we've been doing in XP.NETWORK for over the past 3 years. And right now, for the last few months, right now, we are actually very much proud to announce that XP.NETWORK is going fully decentralized. And that means that the whole process, including the bridge itself, is becoming fully decentralized. And this is something that we wanted to do from the beginning. And again, from security concerns and brand trust, we decided that we want to do it when we feel more ready for it. So that right now is when we feel more ready for it. And we are announcing in this May right now. And also we will be announcing on our socials that XP.NETWORK is going fully decentralized. And that means that in the next few weeks, you will actually see a new announcement of a new chain every week or so, of a new chain that is actually now supported in XP.NETWORK, fully decentralized bridge. And this is something that we are very much excited for. And this is something that gives a lot of opportunities for the future of utility of XP.NETWORK, and also gives true blockchain sense to the whole transaction process, which is what we wanted to do from the beginning, and to make sure that it's all, at least as far as we can take it, to make sure that it's as secure as possibly can be. And of course, once we become decentralized, there are concerns, and there is the hacking situation that could actually occur. And for that, we are going to maintain with our development team, amazing development team, we are going to maintain the bridge to the peak of the standards to make sure that we are as safe as it could possibly be while delivering a fully decentralized multi-chain NFT bridge to the market. So these are the focuses of the company and the project and XP.NETWORK as a whole and the whole team that is working. And now we can start actually taking questions and talk about the future. So for the first question, I'll actually look through the chat for the questions that are coming in. So for the community, now is the time to actually drop in the questions. I'll be answering them one by one. So looking for the first question. All right. So the first question is, what is your marketing plan and how do you plan to promote XP.NET? So that is a great question. And for the marketing plan, XP.NETWORK has set from the very beginning of XP.NETWORK, we have said that our marketing is focused on making it as organic as it could be. So that means that we are less on the paid marketing in sense of creating giveaway campaigns that are just for people joining to the community. We are more about creating campaigns that are actually building utility and exposing XP.NETWORK to the two different communities. That means that our biggest marketing virtue and biggest marketing act is to actually create those sessions that we do every week. Every week, without any exception, we are doing sessions with our partners and our users and our blockchain partners and our users in terms of NFT dEPs that are actually coming and using the bridge. We're creating those May sessions. We call them XP Talks. We have more than 120, I believe, sessions that we've done to this point. And this is really the strongest push forward tool for XP.NETWORK to actually create and expose itself to a new community and to new users and to new user base in the most organic way. So this is one. From the other side, we are also started to do a lot of campaigns on the Galaxy platform and different kinds of platforms to actually create this environment for new users to experience themselves with the bridge, with the multi-chain bridge. So we have created those kind of giveaways for actually utilization of the bridge. That means that we are welcoming users to do a transaction in the bridge. They have to connect the wallet. They have to actually come to the bridge and they select a chain to send from, a chain to receive, provide the wallet again. Then they select the NFT, provided NFT for the experience of the giveaway campaign, and they bridge the NFT, get the experience, join the community, and create transactions over the bridge. So this is a different kind of marketing campaigns that we are actually doing right now. So mainly partnerships and giveaways that are focusing on utilization of the bridge and utilization of the product itself. All right, so the next question. Who is using the bridge? So in terms of who is using the bridge, this we can divide to actually two segments. Segment one I would call them, let's name them clients, and the other segment we can call them partners. So actually, when we do the announcements, we call everyone partners, but just for the sake of understanding this type of users in the bridge, we have the clients, which are the actual NFT dApps and NFT startups that are building and utilizing the bridge or NFT collections that are coming over to the bridge. They want to mint a new collection. They want to move an existing collection. They want to move just a single NFT, SNFT, any type of utility of NFT. They want to see that NFT on other blockchains and to give new communities their experience to actually come over and experience their NFTs, even though they are minted on a different chain, completely different chain. And XP.NETWORK makes it possible for example, for Algorand community to be experiencing NFTs and to utilizing NFTs from Ethereum, for example. So this is the kind of power that XP.NETWORK is giving. It doesn't matter if it's EVM or non-EVM. XP.NETWORK is bridging the NFTs in a way that actually gives ability and usability across all different chains without the user ever feeling or experiencing the fact that it's minted on a different architecture or different code. So we are really simplifying the whole process. So this is user number one. So the startups and projects and the collections that are focusing on NFTs that wants to to create more exposure to the project and to create overall more interest around the project. So by becoming multi-chain. So this is user number one. And for the partners, we have our blockchain partners. More than 30 blockchain partners right now in the connections with XP.NETWORK, and that means that this is our network of the multi-chain itself. This is where XP.NETWORK branches itself and becomes available to all of our users, to all of our clients. And these type 2 users, which are the partners, are really the blockchains who are in the rigorous process of integrating with XP.NETWORK. Our development team is doing the specific work for each blockchain to actually come to that blockchain, connect to that blockchain, make sure that we do all the security parameters, make sure that we are performing in the best way possible to do the transactions between one chain to the other. So every blockchain that is added to XP.NETWORK, you can be sure that we have verified, we have checked, we have done the whole process. We worked with our tech team. In most of the blockchains, we worked with our tech team, and we actually made sure that the whole partnership is solidified and actually ready for joining to the bridge. So we are not just adding chains just for the sake of adding them. We are actually creating strong, viable partnerships that are lasting and providing trust and performance to all of our clients and to the different users that are joining XP.NETWORK. All right, next question. So the next question is, when will the decentralizations of our bridge will be completed? So as for the decentralization of the bridge, this is something that we are going to release step by step. So we are going to, it's going to aggregate all together. That means that we are going to add one chain and then another chain and then another chain and then another chain to the point that we are having all the chains together that we have right now on the semi-decentralized model. We're going to have them all together in the new bridge platform, and that is fully decentralized and fully relying on the public validators of the community. So this is where XP.NETWORK is going. Next question, please. So the next question is for the validator program. The question is, when can we apply, and is it available right now? So in the next few days, we're going to announce the validator program, which will be available on XP.NETWORK website. You will have a form, and in that form, you'll be able to actually come over, sign up to the validator program, and we will learn to see our community, our trusted community from our house, from our Telegram community, and from our Twitter community, and from the socials communities, and to actually come over and participate in this validators program. We will feel very much secure to have you guys, those that are with us from the beginning and those that are joined most recently, to have you guys joining in and becoming part of these validators and holding the bridge in its decentralized form. So we're very much excited to see that. Look for the website in the next few days, and you're actually going to see the sign-up form. Next question. Okay, so the next question is, what is XP Rush? Are you planning to launch your own game? So I actually skipped talking about it from the beginning in terms of what we are working right now. So this is correct. The third thing that we are, and the XP.NETWORK development team and XP.NETWORK marketing team are actually working on is the XP Rush. So what is the XP Rush? this is something very, 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 very excited that we are very much looking forward to release to the market. We have actually developed and developing in the finishing stages of an NFT game. So that means that we are going to launch an NFT game backed by XP.NETWORK Multi-Chain Bridge. So this will be the first ever native game, native application that is actually based on the multi-chain. It will be straight out of the box available to all XP.NETWORK blockchains altogether. And what it means is that it's actually a couple of things. First of all, the game itself is a PvP game that is going to allow, it's actually going to allow players to use the bridge to complete in-game quests, adding a unique layer of strategy, excitement, and of course, further empowering the XP.NETWORK ecosystem altogether. And in terms of utility, it's giving another and huge medium for us, the community of XP.NETWORK. We care about the XP.NET utility, of course. And for us, that means that we are going to incorporate in the game, we're going to incorporate in-game marketplace that will utilize the XP.NET token to the point that it will be actually possible for players to be able to buy and sell characters, equipment in a dedicated marketplace. And XP.NET is actually integrated as the main currency of this whole ecosystem around the XP Rush game itself. And so it not only enhances the gameplay itself, because XP.NET is becoming a native token to that game, but it's actually going to be providing for the whole experience of the game itself and the whole utilization of the XP.NET token itself. So this is another take for us to actually provide a utility for the XP.NET token, and something that will also provide exposure and marketing to XP.NETWORK through a true utility base that is showing the true power of the XP.NETWORK bridge by creating this native application, native game. So this is something that is going to come up in the next few weeks, and we are very much excited to actually share this, and we will be sharing it properly, and we'll do proper announcement to talk about the game and a walkthrough about the game. We will share all the information about the game as soon as it's coming to launch. So next question. After 2 years of waiting, when exactly will our staking start? So for the XP.NET staking, first of all, XP.NET staking is fully available on staking.xp.network. We have a live platform of staking since the very beginning of XP.NETWORK. We launched a platform that allows our community to actually come over and to stake their XP.NET and also get an NFT as a reward. So this is something very unique that we did. And it's actually the situation with that is that it's fully capped. We have 50 million XP.NETs reward that are fully capped and fully locked to the community that participated. And for a new staking campaign, we are looking always for a new way, for a new unique way to do the new staking campaign that will also be utilizing the XP.NET itself. And for that, this is something that we decided that we are going to incorporate in the XP Rush game. This is the plan right now to actually have the new XP Rush game and all the new utilities that are coming with that I just talked about. And on top of that, there will be also the possibility to actually do staking as part of the game and get benefits in game. And this is something that we believe will create both encouragement, utility, and value altogether, as we are focusing on the value of the token and on the utility and the overall experience of both the staking and the working with the bridge itself. Next question. So the next question is, what are the company goals for this year and for next year? So XP.NETWORK main goal has been and will always be to onboard users, to create as much exposure as possible and as much footprint as possible to the multi-chain NFT bridge. We are very dedicated to our multi-chain NFT bridge. We believe that this is the only way to actually create enough, I would say, traction to actually make a meaningful impact to the market. We started XP.NETWORK for the one and only reason of supporting the unification and the mainstream process of the crypto market. So this is what we did. We did from the beginning through the XP.NETWORK, and this is what we're focusing on still. So there is no change on that. Our team is working rigorously to onboard new partners, to support our existing partners, our existing users, our existing clients that are actually coming over, onboarding themselves with our support, with our help. We're helping them with connecting to different blockchains. We're helping them with transacting the different NFTs. And XP.NETWORK is here laying the groundwork for when the market recovers to actually seed all of those clients that are already integrated and are in the process of integrating to XP.NETWORK to actually start flourishing and building up their utility and value, taking XP.NETWORK up with them in terms of utility and in terms of value altogether. So this is our main focus altogether. And in terms of additional quests that we have set ourselves in terms of what we want to achieve, so we have the XP Rush that we just talked about. This is something that we plan to release in the upcoming future. So we're going to provide all the information when it's coming live. And I would say that for next year mainly, those two tasks are, and of course the decentralization of the bridge. Those three tasks are covering XP.NETWORK's main focuses for this year. And for the next year, I can say that we are again heavily focusing. It really depends on the market situation as well. But mainly, XP.NETWORK will be focusing on the onboarding of new users, on new applications, and supporting the new XP Rush game and decentralization of the bridge. We are really going to narrow down in terms of onboarding and focusing on that. Right now, we don't foresee new kinds of development for next year in terms of like a new game or a new, big bomb like new decentralization to the bridge itself. We are looking to support the releases that we are making this year, and we are looking to solidify and linearly go up in terms of user base and user increase. So this is really the focus that I can say right now for the next year. Next question. Any new listings on big exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, or KuCoin? So that's a great question and something that we are really keen to put XP.NETWORK or an XP.NET token on new exchanges. And this is something that really is depending on the market. Just like I said, for example, if the market will actually recover and become much in a much more bull state, this will be something that will encourage to actually go and do a listing with one of those exchanges, for example, Binance or KuCoin or so. But right now we are keeping it low to both preserve the XP.NETWORK resources and to actually create a successful launch, because just going to those exchanges and providing or paying a lot of entrance fee for actually going into the exchange with a low market, this is something that we feel is a mix that we would like to avoid, and we are going to actually time it correctly, and if and when we're going to connect and launch the XP.NET token on the new exchanges. Next question, please. So the next question is, in your point of view, my point of view, what makes XP unique from other similar projects? Tell us about your vision for the space. So that's my favorite question because it really hasn't changed since day one. And it's my favorite question because this is something that we see shaping as we move day by day. We see it shaping, and this kind of vision materialize by the market itself. And we are very much honored and grateful to have XP.NETWORK being part of that new shaped future for the whole crypto market and for the NFT market specifically. So my vision for XP.NETWORK, as it has been since day one, is to make the market mainstream, to make it easy and utilization first and crypto second. So that means that users, just like we see right now, this is actually a trend that has actually started. They are very much glad to support that trend and to be part of this. And that users, for example, are coming to an NFT game. They are coming to that game and just start playing, right? Just start playing without even thinking about wallet or crypto or tokens or anything like that, or creating any kind of setup or seed keys. They just come and play. So this is the kind of NFT utilization that we are very much excited to see. And only when the user actually wants to withdraw the items or withdraw the coins or withdraw any kind of rewards from that game, only at that stage that user is required to actually do the wallet setup and actually start entering to the crypto part of the whole game and the whole architecture. So why is this exciting? Because XP.NETWORK vision is to make the crypto part completely backstage. We want every user, and this is our biggest vision for XP.NETWORK, we want every user from every blockchain, from every kind of stack, from any kind of development, wallet architecture, whatever, to actually come over to any game, for example, just click connect wallet, and that's it. They don't have to actually care about where that game is based off, what is the kind of architecture that game is based off, what token is required to play for that game. They just come over, whatever tokens they've got, whatever wallet they have. For example, if a game is based on Algorand, A user can come from an EVM chain and just connect and work and play and have complete fun with that game without the process of maintaining another wallet, another transaction, having the gap between different networks and the time it takes altogether. This is the main vision of XP.NETWORK, to make this whole part, that setup in the NFT space, that setup that requires and really burdens the different users between one blockchain to the other, make it completely seamless to the point they don't even know what kind of wallet they have, what kind of, it doesn't matter, not that they don't know, it actually doesn't matter for them what kind of wallet they have and what kind of application they're actually coming to. So they just experience. And this is something that we strongly believe will be the number one driver of crypto community as well. And of crypto community driver is exactly what we want to see in the market, to both increase the market as a whole of the crypto market, and of course to create that kind of utility that we want to see in XP.NETWORK. So next question. Is there any possibility that your team or any investors to dump a huge amount of XP in the bull market and affect the price or manipulate the price? So first of all, for the team is not going to dump anything. This is a guarantee. XP.NETWORK team is not here to actually exploit the market. The last thing that we want is to see the coin going down. And we are in the same boat as all of our community members, all of XP.NETWORK investors. We are not providing any kind of privilege to XP.NETWORK team on top of our community or on top of our investors. This is a trust and a promise that we made since the very beginning. And so it's actually a good question to reassure that trust right now. And this is something that you can definitely be safe and sure about, that XP.NETWORK is not going to dump any of its tokens at all. So this is one. And for the investors, of course, every investor can do anything they want with their tokens. And I can say with certain safety that most of our investors, most of XP.NETWORK investors are believing in the vision of XP.NETWORK. They are seeing the future that XP.NETWORK can be part of. They know it takes patience. This is the whole part of also being an investor, to see the 2 steps ahead. And we are glad to see that most of our investors are actually looking that way. And that means that the community should not expect any dump or big dump from the investors, or collective dump from the investors of XP.NETWORK community, of XP.NETWORK investors, sorry. But of course, this is important to say that XP.NETWORK team is not controlling any tokens that are given both to the community or to the investors. The only thing that we do is to make sure that we are having a strong vision, a strong work that we do towards that vision, and being grateful about those who are holding the tokens and are believing in the vision same as us. So just like any community member here can go and sell their token or buy XP tokens, same as for the investors. We are doing our work as the XP.NETWORK team to make sure that we loop everyone inside, and we are very much looking forward to see the market going up and our vision becoming more steps into materialization. Next question, please. Okay, the next question is, how do you measure success for XP.NETWORK? This will be, I will do this question and then another question, and then we'll start to wrap up the AMA. So we'll have room for another question after this one. So I repeat the question, how do you measure success for XP.NETWORK? So this is a beautiful question, and really the way that we measure success for XP.NETWORK is not in a one singular way. You would expect possibly, the token value. Of course, this is the ultimate way to measure the success of XP.NETWORK, but we created XP.NETWORK with a vision, the vision we just talked about. And our success is to actually see XP.NETWORK lasting long enough and being in the market long enough to materialize everything that we need and our users need to go and actually be part of this multi-chain ecosystem that XP.NETWORK is building, and not just XP.NETWORK. It's actually a necessity of the market. XP.NETWORK is just a provider to that necessity to become multi-chain. So success for XP.NETWORK is to be First of all, to be partnered with the most amount of chains and to create the largest footprint of a multi-chain in the NFT market, which is something that we are proud to say that XP.NETWORK has achieved and maintained. And to also, of course, have a significant amount of user base that are becoming successful thanks to XP.NETWORK Bridge, and to the point that those applications are now exposed to thousands of community members rather than hundreds or few thousands on a singular blockchain architecture. Those projects are now exposed to all of the 30 blockchains, EVM and non-EVM, that XP.NETWORK is supporting and actually partnered with. So this is another measure of success for XP.NETWORK. And of course, we want to see the token value goes up. And this is a strong reflection of the market. XP.NETWORK is a strong reactor to the market and to the actual trends of the market, and how our users are performing is affecting how XP.NETWORK is performed as well. Because in the market, the more NFT applications there are, and those NFT applications are creating value themselves, and then they are using XP.NETWORK Bridge to actually create those transactions between the different blockchains. So XP.NETWORK is a reactor to the whole market, and we are very much looking forward to see the market blooming, with it also all of XP.NETWORK users. This will be the ultimate success for XP.NETWORK. And next and final questions, guys. Okay, so the final question is, what are your thoughts on the future of cross-chain technology, and where does XP.NETWORK fit into the future? All right, so the future of cross-chain technology is really something that we see the future for it is becoming something that is normalized. We don't even call it cross-chain technology. It's quite a consensus in the whole market that the only way to succeed in the crypto market, even between competing chains, right? It's quite a consensus and quite an agreement between those different parties in the market that in order to create an actual mainstream in the market, an actual usability, an actual attraction of a significant amount of users, blockchains and users and communities needs to unify, right? So those siloed islands of different blockchains, this is not something that can be sustained for long in order for the crypto market and for the communities to grow, to become something that is, everyone knows about, every average Joe knows about it, everyone's grandma knows about it, and it's becoming something that is truly creating an attraction of strong users. For that, we need unification. So this is really the cross-chain future that we are seeing and that we are aiming for. And XP.NETWORK only takes its part in the NFT market, and we want to do it the best. So this is the vision for the cross-chain and how XP.NETWORK is going to fit to it. All right, guys. So this concludes our AMA for today, our community AMA for today. I want to say that those internal AMAs are something that are very important for us. We are very much glad to do so. You, XP.NETWORK, our community, are the backbone of what makes XP.NETWORK XP.NETWORK. We are very much glad to say that the community has increased significantly over the last few months in thousands and thousands of new members that joined in from all of the campaigns that our marketing department is actually working on doing. And those users are also reflecting on both the explorer that XP.NETWORK, that we see more transactions in the public sphere of creating more transactions in the bridge, and we see overall more interest around XP.NETWORK, and we are very much aiming to take all of that interest and to pull it down into the new decentralization and the new launch of the XP Rush all together, to the point that XP.NETWORK is going another step into becoming stronger, fully decentralized, and the provider of multi-chain services and multi-chain abilities to all of those NFT applications that are coming to the space. XP.NETWORK is aiming to be the number one, the most trusted, and fully decentralized place for everyone that has NFTs to actually be able to create their exposure to new kind of communities and to new type of blockchains altogether. This is what XP.NETWORK is doing, and this is what we are going to continue doing. And we are very much looking forward to do another internal AMA when we have new updates to share on top of our weekly updates that we do. Every week, XP.NETWORK is sharing weekly updates about what we've done this week. And every week, without any exception, you can see the progress of XP.NETWORK, both on the website and on the community and on different socials. And these internal AMAs are something that we're very much looking forward to do in the coming future. So thank you everyone for participating, and very much looking forward to talk with you in the community. Cheers.